Hello, and welcome to the Veterans Hand Network podcast. I'm a veteran and an American Legion. I'm former Army Specialist Marshall Moss, and on this podcast we will discuss veteran struggles, challenges, accomplishments, success, including health. So, let's get started. We're still in the COVID pandemic, so we're still asking everyone to get vaccinated. All of our veterans, family members, friends, civilians at large, we're asking everyone to receive the COVID-19 vaccination. It's imperative. The modern day is just terrible. It's ravishing all over the United States and abroad. And I did receive the Moderna shot from the VA Veterans Administration Hospital. I'm not clucking yet. I'm still here. The vaccine may not prevent you from getting the COVID-19. There is no U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved vaccine to prevent the COVID-19, but it can prevent you from getting suppressed with the virus. So we're asking all of you that will get the vaccination, please do. The vaccinating is given in 2 doses. I received my first dose. I'm ready to receive my second dose, and I'm asking all of you to get your doses as well. We have previously given out information so that you can be vaccinated to keep you safe and all those around you safe as well. It's imperative that we do this and keep all of our family, friends, and loved ones safe from the pandemic that we're suffering during this time. I'd like to take this time to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring these podcasts to you. Our gold sponsor, Ronald L. Jones and Martin Luther King Tire Shop. And I also like to thank Mr. Henry Cremation for giving us our Black History calendars. We have a special guest here with us today. It's Rufus Shannon from Post 77. He'll be on with us just shortly. But right now, I want to let you all know there's so many of us that hasn't been vaccinated that you can be vaccinated. If you are interested, we ask that you call your local VA hospital provider and get yourself in tune so that you can be on the list, registered to get your vaccine. We're going to be coming back and giving more information pertaining to that. But at this time, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your service. All of our first responders, all our heroes, I'd like to thank each and every one of you all. You're doing so much. We look forward to you helping us in our day-to-day walk. So all of our first responders, all of our heroes, service workers and all, we need you. Our postal workers, we need every one of you all. You are important to our everyday survival. So again, please get the vaccination. And at this time, I want to welcome my special guest, none other than Rufus Shannon from Post 77. Here he is. Come on, Rufus. All right, Rufus. As I was saying, I did receive my first shot, and I'm going forward on March the 2nd to get my second vaccine shot. And so what shot did you receive?
I received the Pfizer vaccine. As a matter of fact, I've not only been fortunate enough to get my first shot, but I've also gotten my second shot already.
Oh.
And that being due to age and underlying conditions that I was able to get my shot so quickly. But it's great, and more veterans need to pay attention to this and do their research on this COVID vaccine. I know of the apprehensions of many of our Black service members, but when you research it, you'll find out that the actual name for this COVID-19, and it's called COVID-19 because it began in 2019, this particular variant, but it's actually called the SARS-CoV-2. That's what it's actually called. This particular virus has been around for more than a decade, I think close to 17 years. So the fact that many people think that this is a warp speed invention, it isn't. It's really an evolution. SARS has been around so long that they were able to deal with the variants because they've had so much work with the SARS vaccine over the years. And this particular vaccines was a Black woman that helped lead the team to discover that. And unlike the flu virus has the flu in it. The COVID vaccine does not have COVID in it. The COVID vaccine is actually builds the immunity system and it attaches so that it prevents a certain type of protein, I think, from coming in there. But the main thing is that unlike the flu vaccine, which so many people get every year, the COVID vaccine does not have COVID in there. And again, like you understand the apprehensions that many people have, but just do your research.
Yes, of course. I'm so glad to have you. I'm informed because you sound just like Dr. J. McDonald from the VA Veteran Administration Hospital. Rufus, thank you again for informing us. Okay. So stay right there, and we'll be right back. All right, Shannon. Good to have you again.
Thank you.
So I want to ask you, tell me more about you and Tom Powell Post 77. What is your position at the post?
I have raised to the ranks of Vice Commander at Tom Powell Post 77 of the American Legion. Tom Powell Post 77 of the American Legion is the oldest black post in the American Legion. We have been incorporated since September of 1919.
1919?
Yes, we have. That we are 102. We'll be 102 years old in September. We're very much a part of American history, military history, and very much a part of St. Louis history. Some of our members include the Montford Point Marines, which were the first black Marines. Some of our members have included the Tuskegee Airmen.
Okay.
And right now we have about 50 members, but one of the biggest problems we've had has been Father Time.
He waits for no one.
Yeah, he waits for no one. Mother Nature can't beat your Father Time will. So that's the situation that we have. But it's still, with the membership that we have, we're doing great things. We continue to try to do great things. We have worked with the Veterans Home doing bingos out there on Lewis and Clark. Once a week, we have worked with veterans residents doing movie nights and just holiday nights for them. We have worked with the Salvation Army before. We have worked with Greenwood Cemetery. We go out there as part of the restoration of Greenwood Cemetery, being one of the oldest black cemeteries in the St. Louis area. And we've also been on the board of U City Fair, where we have arranged to have doing the colors and some of the military performances from the bands at Scott Air Force Base and at Fort Leonard Wood. So we're trying to get ourselves together to build ourselves another home. And we're always looking for ways in which we can help the community. We just won from the Urban League. We've got Organizations of the Year, and one of their we were given honors for that just within the past year.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I was there. I was the part.
Yeah. And then the most active thing that we're doing right now is the honor guard, doing the military honor guard out of Jefferson Barracks.
And I'm a part of that as well. And I'm glad to be a part of Post 77, one of the oldest black American Legion posts that arrived in 1999. So we're commemorating
September 1919.
1919.
Right.
So we're commemorating
102 years.
102
in
years.
September we'll be 102 years old.
And I'm part of that. And like I was saying earlier to some of the other veterans, how we go out to Jefferson Barracks and do the honor guards for the services, committal services at the Jefferson Barracks. So if you're out at Jefferson Barracks on Thursday and your loved one is having a committal service, you'll probably see Post 77 doing the honor service.
You can't miss us.
Okay? Well, I'm sure they can't, but last Thursday we had Officer Funeral Home, we had Clueless, we had who else?
We had Austin Lane, and we had
William Harris. So when the funeral home directors come out and they see us out there doing the honorary services for the committal service, they are so glad to see our all-black unit doing honors.
They're proud and surprised.
They're very proud, and they're very surprised to see me and you as well, Rufus. But we're going to be there. So if you or your family members are being committed on a Thursday at Jefferson Barracks Cemetery, you can possibly even request
You can.
that Post 77 do the honors for your service.
Yes, you can.
So again, it's imperative that you take time and subscribe to the Veteran Hands Network podcast. Push subscribe now, because we're always going to be giving out information that will be imperative to you and your family members, all of our service members, you just as well. Push the button, subscribe, so you can be in tune and informed of what we're doing here at the Veteran Hands Network Center. And we're also looking for other members to join in with the American Legion. Am I right?
Yes, we have. We're always looking for other members. Like I said, we are the first all-black honor guard team in the state of Missouri, and we're always hoping to expand on what we do in the community for both our youth, working with the Urban League, working with Save Our Sons, working with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, anything that we can do to do our mission, which is our mission is service till glory. We're going to do something until God calls us home. And, that's the most important thing with us being here. So.
Okay. So this is our way of commemorating our African American heritage here on the Veteran Hand Podcast. We wanted to in tune and enlighten you to what's going on in our area. A lot of times, like I said, we reach out and we talk about our civic leaders doing this and doing that, but I wanted to expand on our post for our 102nd year of service to the public. The American Legion still holds fast, true to its nature. And again, I'm glad to be a part of it. And excuse me, Rufus, if you will. All veterans like Coke. And I love Coke. So let me have a little moment with my Coke, if you will. You don't mind, do you, please?
No, I don't mind. Drink it out.
Rufus, thank you for coming out and sharing with me. Once again, join in with our Veteran Hands Network podcast. Do tune in, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. And Rufus, again, thank you for your service.
Thank you for having me.
And I'd like to thank all of you
Thank you for having me.
for your service as well. Thank you, and goodbye for now.